Well, hello there everybody, how is it going? Man, I hope you guys are ready for some riffs. Best thing in the world. Because we're talking about 5 famous riffs for beginners. So, we'll talk about that a little bit more here in just a second. If you do want tabs for the riffs that I'm about to play, that link is down below. You can also check out the free guitar course. You guys, you know it by now, I mention it all the time. Fretboard decoder, it's probably an explosion happening right about now. Something will pop up here. You know how we roll. And of course, if you are interested in the tones, I'm so sorry. I'm so bad at telling you guys what my signal chain is. I'm going out of the Vola Blaze X into the HX effects, which I'm just using it as a noise gate right now. And I'm actually going into the orange Brett Hines amp. This is the first time you guys are hearing it, and God, it sounds really, really good. And then from that, into the 2-note Torpedo Live. Boom, supper's on the tape. But yeah, we are basically just working on beginner riffs that... Now, these aren't geared towards if this is your first time picking up guitar. If you've been playing for a little bit, got some chords under your fingers, I think there's a lot of beneficial things that you can pick up from these songs that aren't so difficult to where it's going to discourage you. It's going to make you work. I'm not making it easy on you, but I think that these can be very, very useful. You know, riffs, you've got palm muting, bending, power chords, sliding around, normal kind of like half chord shapes, lots of good things. So let's go ahead and dive on into this one. And we'll have you rocking on out of here. We'll have you rocking down to Electric Avenue. I'm just going to go out and say it. Number 1, what is better than playing some Led Zeppelin? They're almost like Led Zeppelin, but Led Zeppelin is even better. No, I'm joking. So, what we have here is a whole lot of love. Now, there's a few little key parts to this riff. You got some palm muting going on, got a little bit of a bend. I see a lot of people miss the bend. And it just adds so much attitude to it. I have a little bit too much distortion going on. If you have less distortion, you hear the bend a little bit better. But basically, it starts out right here. It's all based out of E. We're going to play 7 on the low E string. Now, you're going to play 5 on the A. And then you play it also with an open D. Okay? Now, that's the actual same note. That's a D note and a D note. What you do is you actually want to bend that 5th string on the A string up a little bit to basically bend it out of tune. Gives it a little bit more rub and grit to it. So, okay, you simply just move up here. And there's a few different spots in the song. In the very beginning, there's a very long section of palm muting. When it gets to the verse, it's much shorter. So then you just go to simply 7th fret on the A string power chord. Okay? With 3 palm mutes. Basically treat it as you're counting to 4. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Like that. So yeah. That's how you play that intro to A Whole Lot of Love. Alright, now we got War Pigs going on here. There's a couple different ways you can play this. You can play it up here. Tony Iommi does that quite a bit. With riffs, you know, I'm a believer of fatter strings sound fatter. I like it down here though, because I like the snappy sound. I'm not 100% sure which way Tony does it, but I'm going to show it to you down here. So we're going to go 5th fret on the A string, to 7th, just a normal D5 power chord, and you slide up to 7. Okay? Now the next part you walk down. And that's simply doing a power chord on 10th fret of the A string, so that's a G. Go down to 9, go down to 8, a little bit more of a pause, then you go to 7. I added quite a bit of shake to my power chords. And then he does, you know, random licks throughout. Different things that he does. So that is that War Pig's riff. There's lots of really cool riffs in War Pig. Lots of little fun ones in there. We got some clean picking for you now. So what we have going on here is Don't Fear the Reaper by Blues or Colt. I originally had Godzilla in here, but I thought Don't Fear the Reaper is a little bit more iconic than Godzilla. But slow, it's just this. So basically you're starting out with what I'm going to call an A sus2 chord. Just need these two fingers. So it's open on the A string, 2 on the D, to 2 on the G. Now the tricky part here is you have to pick up your middle finger and go to open G. Okay? Sorry. Now you're going to go to the top part of a G chord. No reason to fret the full thing because you're not using those higher notes. It just goes 3 on the low E string, 2 on the D, open D and G. Now, next one is the power chord. You go first fret on the low E string. Notice I play my power chords with my pinky finger. You can use your ring finger if you want to. I just prefer using my pinky. So it goes 1, 3, open, open. So, then you go back to the G. So A, G, F5. Well, it's not technically F5, but whatever. And then you go back to the G. And that's the whole riff. Add some cowbell, and you're good to go. Alright, so we got some good old 38 special here. I'm sure you've heard Hold On Loosely on the radio. And what it is here is just a bunch of these little power chords, but this is actually the exact reason why I play power chords with my pinky finger. This little walk down is why I ever started doing it, was because of this riff. Kiss riffs do it a lot. But basically it starts out with a little slide down power chord. So you're starting on 7th fret of the low E string, doing a power chord. It's just a B5, and you slide down to 5th fret, so B going to an A. Now there's this walk down section. I'm going to show you the chords, and then I'll add the palm muting. It's just simply an E5, so it's 7 on the A, and then 9 on the D. Then you move your pointer finger down to 6. See the advantage of having your pinky on your power chords? I can do that very easily now. It's a little bit more tough like this. Now you move down to 5th fret on the A string power chord, then slide your pointer finger down to 4. And all you really do is just keep palm muting in between it. So you go. Basically, you just do the transition, the last mute, and the start of the next section with the new chord. Then palm mute. Yeah, that one, it's very similar. So, caught up in you. Caught up in you is a little bit tougher, though. Now we got Cat Scratch Fever here. Now, again, there's a few different ways you can play this. Ted adds some bends and stuff like that. We're not going to worry about that for now. But you could basically play this all with one finger if you wanted to. And basically, it's 2 on the D string, 2 on the, D and G, basically an A5. We're just doing essentially little power chords. Then you go 4, then 5, then you go 2, 4, 5, and 2, 4, 5, 5. It goes 5, 4, 2. So. Now, you can add that 3-4 on the low E string in there if you want to. It is in the song. If it's a little bit too much of a challenge, work on palm muting that A string. So I'm adding those palm mutes in between each chord. And the verse riff is however he does it, I can't remember exactly. But there you go, that's another one for you. Definitely check out the tabs if that one gives you trouble at all. Alright, hey, there you guys have it. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'm going to be rocking on out of here. Get the tabs, fretboard decoder. You know the drill. You got the skills to play the fills. What's the deals? You know, alright, I'm done. That was, it's just getting lamer by the second. Later, guys.